Hey all, welcome to Top 5. Today's one of our special ones where we pull a live one out of the Tupperware of Topics. That's the new name for it, by the way.
Nice.
Yeah,
Topicware.
Don't mess me up, okay?
No.
To be fair, to get that down.
We need a big golden chalice that we pull from like Harry Potter.
So, yeah, we'll pull and we'll go
Oh my god,
live.
that'd be awesome.
I know.
Can we call it the Goblet of Fire? Or the Goblet of
Topics.
Topics?
All right, Goblet of Topics, fine.
Nice.
I work with children. And just a couple of shout outs at the beginning. We have the Redbubble store. You guys could hit it up and get some merch. I'm wearing one of our shirts right now because it's super cool to wear your own podcast shirt. Hit us up on iTunes. Give us an iTunes review. I'm going to go over a couple of reviews here. Every 10 or 15 episodes, we'll go over some reviews, the ones that we really like. It helps us out a lot if you guys review them. So I'll just go over those real quick. We have Migany. Said, loved it. Nice to hear some sexy voices talking about nerd stuff. I think he's talking about my voice.
Probably.
Whoever Migany is.
Yeah, it was me.
Yeah, that was my account.
No, I know, yeah.
My alias.
Migany, I'm assuming he's Miguel. This one I don't know.
That makes so much sense now.
Yeah.
He always talks about how sexy your voice is.
Yeah. In my top 5 best new podcast, this is from Mr. Sims 916. Super fun podcast. You guys are funny and entertaining. Can't ask for more. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Mr. Sims. We have, I know this name, Squeaks. Okay, so hold on. The username is FIFAChamp0503.
Okay.
Is that you?
No, it's not. It's not.
Oh, okay. Well, the title is Misspelled Squeaks. That's the title of it. That's it.
Squeaks, okay.
And Squeaks is the funniest. Love this pod. Is that not you?
No, it's not me.
Somebody actually likes you.
Why is my name misspelled? Or where is it misspelled at?
They're saying
It's
that
just
you misspell it,
SQUEKS here.
E-A-K-S.
It's missing. Yeah, it's missing an A. I thought for sure it was you because who's gonna talk about Squeaks?
No.
Hey, congrats, man.
Hey, you got a fan. How's it feel?
Maybe
Squirrels?
agree with most
Are you
of
gonna start doing dumb things on YouTube now?
Might do the shiggy dance. Shiggy dance.
Oh, God.
Squirrels Forever says, awesome, hilarious show. These guys are so great. Thank you, Squirrels Forever. Big Papa 69696 says, love the show. Great show. Love the banter. Taft79.
Who's that guy?
So, I don't know. It says, great show. A pretty relaxed format, but cool to hear some geeks chat up with friends like I do. That's me. So just a heads up, because in one of our episodes, Joe calls me Taff about 15 times, and I don't want to confuse anybody. That's my nickname. That's the name I use on video games is Taff.
Gamer tag.
I don't even know your real name, to be honest.
Yeah, hi, I'm Frank. Hi, how you doing? Joe, is it? And Joe's Joe Bear.
Don't ever scare me like that again.
All right.
I need an adult.
Any other housekeeping before we get started?
Housekeeping.
That's like this kind of stuff.
You trying to give me a job?
No. Hit us up on Spotify as well, too. We're on Spotify, but the reviews, iTunes, if you guys can. You can even do that in the browser. All right, so we're going to have Joe. He wanted to be the one to pick the topic. Joe, go ahead and pick our topic. Let's see what we're doing.
Taking our topic live, boys.
No, do it.
That's going to be so loud. All this is getting edited out.
I just want to say I'm sorry for your headphones.
We're not.
So now that we're back.
All right, boys.
We could have him do this app, but we can't have other people cheering it on.
Cheer it on.
We'll record that separately.
All right, here it is. Here it is, boys.
What's our topic?
I've literally pulled this one 3 times. Well, in the practice run.
Just so you guys know, we're not professionals at improv.
2000's comedy movie.
Okay,
I'm down.
Okay.
I'm down with that. Okay?
Yeah.
All right, you guys got 2 minutes. Write them down. Think real hard.
2000's comedy.
I know we're not going to have a lot of notes for this, but go for it.
Oh, man. I watched one last night. I hope it's in the 2000s.
What movie?
It's pretty old, but I won't say it right now until
Okay.
I know for sure.
I'm trying to think of some good ones.
Yeah.
I already have my
The one I watched right now,
I don't know.
I think it's way later. Man, Barely was Superstar. I watched that last night. It was 1999. I was like, oh my gosh, come
so
on.
good.
Nice.
Gosh, did you know SNL had a studio?
Yes.
It was made. Well, I didn't know they actually did movies though.
Yeah. If a sketch does good, like MacGruber or whatever, they'll make a movie out of it.
No way.
Blue
So
Stars.
then, was Superstar a sketch before?
Yeah.
Okay. Get it. I'd like to hear you talk about
My phone ain't working.
Joe's is going to be really short.
You guys got about a minute left to go.
Oh, God. I don't even have anything.
Anything else we could talk about while we're doing this?
Come. Who's judging this one, actually?
Whoever has the least to say so far. Sounds like Joe's phone's not working.
Oh my gosh, Joe, you can't be a judge all the time.
I don't know. Maybe that's what the listeners want.
Well, it's not what I wanted last time.
Oh, okay. We're up here, boys.
Oh my god, there's so many good movies that were made.
How early is 2000 are we going?
Well, like,
2000
does that
to
count? Is that even
2010.
like now?
2000,
Okay.
2010? Okay,
2010.
cool. I like that.
Yeah, and so they need to be with comedians. It needs to be funny. You have to explain what part of it was the most funny. And I'm talking so that we can have people talking during this 2 minutes. You got about 20 seconds left.
I don't know if a lot of people saw this. I didn't see this until years later, but have you guys seen Idiocracy?
Oh yeah, dude. It's you know what's funny, dude?
so
As much as
hilarious.
it's funny because you're not into like forums or fanfic or anything like that.
The internet. I don't know
You
if
would
it
not
is.
believe how big Idiocracy is.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Everybody's
hilarious.
like, this is how Idiocracy happens. It's like a famous comment when you're watching a YouTube video of something stupid about politics, whatever.
Yeah, like
You're like, here comes Idiocracy. Here comes Idiocracy. Because it's the dumb people that rule the country. But yeah.
That makes sense now.
Alright, time's up.
That was mine.
I got one.
Screech pouring over Google
I
scares
think I already
me.
know 2 of your movies just off of comments earlier.
Man, this is tough. I could go. I want to keep. Oh, let me do my honorable mentions. I forgot honorable mentions. Okay. Who's confident in their list?
I am.
You're
Yeah,
confident.
I'm pretty
I have more than I need, but
Well, let's just do this one open. I'll try to participate.
You're gonna participate as well.
Well, someone's gotta
Let's just do it up.
Someone's got to be a judge, huh?
Let's do it like our original, where we kind of all agree on it.
I can be a judge if you
No?
want.
Do we need a judge?
You want to be a judge?
No,
Let's have a judge
let's
so
do
that
a
we
judge.
can go fast. All right, John, you're gonna be the judge then.
Timers.
All right, go ahead. Squeaks, you first.
Okay. My top
Since
one
you're really excited about yours.
should be... well, that's not the one I'm really excited about, but you'll know when you hear it. My top one, I think it should be everybody's top one, is Step Brothers.
It's my number one.
And we got it.
That's my number one.
Okay,
I don't remember
2008.
which I was fighting for before, but yeah, that's
Yeah,
okay,
so
keep
we
going.
don't even have to
You softball that one.
even go... We don't have to talk about it,
Was
right?
that your number one too, Joe?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
unanimous number 1.
All right, so let's talk about it
Step
though a little
Brothers.
bit.
Yeah, why is it so funny?
is it
Why
number
should
one?
our audience watch it if they haven't seen it?
I think even the characters that are not
'Cause it's the best
main
Will Ferrell movie.
characters...
Oh yeah, like the brother,
The brother,
What's
he's
his
still
name?
funny.
He's a
He's
little
still so
douchebag.
funny.
He's
I love when he
from
climbed up the...
There's
when he-
Brennan and there's Dale.
yeah, Dale and Brandon, and then what's the brother that like sings in the car with his family?
Yeah. I forgot his name. But I love when he climbs up the Christmas tree. He's like, look at my six pack, bro. Like, this is like how successful he is. It's a fake six pack.
Oh man.
Oh, man. I like the ending a lot, the singing, and where they're actually doing something they're good at because they suck at everything else, basically.
Derek.
It's like,
Yeah,
Derek? Okay.
That was it.
Yeah. It's just everyone's funny because even the mom and dad have their moments, and then Derek's
I
wife.
love his
when
wife,
was-
how she wants. Who is it?
One of the brothers.
Brennan?
Brandon.
Or
No,
Dale?
Yeah.
It's just everyone's hilarious. Everyone's
Stay
hilarious.
Golden Pony Boy.
Yeah.
It's not just the two men.
Sweet Child of Mine, let's not forget about that.
Oh yeah. They're
Yeah.
quartet or whatever
Yeah.
in the car.
Look at my six.
I love how mad he gets at that too when the kid's like a little bit off. Or whatever.
I love
I
it.
forgot about that.
You don't even look good. It's so flat. Flat. This spent $5,000 a week.
Yes.
I forgot about that.
Singing
I forgot
lesson.
about
You
that.
don't even look good while you're doing it.
All the money.
Here, I'm about to say.
Yeah, don't worry, I'll save it right now.
I think it's Derek or Derek.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay. Wow.
I love when he's trying to sell the house.
The house. Oh,
And they keep trying to like scare off.
Well,
howdy,
neighbor.
like when he's dead right in front of the door when they open it. He's crying.
Give us a moment. He just died.
Oh man. I think this list. Oh no, it actually really wasn't. But now that I'm thinking about more comedies, I'm really thinking about more Will Ferrell movies.
Yeah, they're
It's
all
funny.
bad.
I have
Yeah.
half my list is Will Ferrell movies.
God.
This is the heyday of him.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Should we move on to number 2s already? You guys ready?
Anything else we want to throw out there real quick for
What else was great about that?
Step Brothers? It's just so
It's
good.
hilarious. I mean, if you haven't seen it, you gotta go watch it now.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much everything now. Okay, so let's go to number 2. Squeaks, what's your number 2?
Well, are we going like? Oh, yeah. I guess we all agree. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we all agree.
Yeah.
My number. Damn it, man. Will Ferrell. Dang, man. Okay, so my number 2 will be. I'm kind of torn between two of them. But I'll just go with it. I'll go with Talladega Nights.
That is a good one. That's an honorable mention for me.
Same amazing duo, of course, from Step Brothers. Yeah. But the whole Shake and Bake crew.
And Bake.
But that was funny. I love Will Ferrell in the beginning because of his relationship with the wife. And it's like,
oh God, please,
the
PAT.
whole dinner table, and then the kids yelling at the grandpa.
That scene is my favorite scene.
Shut up, Walker. Shut up, Texas Ranger. If we wanted our boys to be some pussies, we would have named her Dr. Quinn.
Oh, man. I'm going to Talladega Nights. What's that guy's name? He's pretty funny too. He would say the villain.
John C. Reilly? Is that it?
No, the villain.
Sacha Baron Cohen.
Sacha Baron Cohen.
Which
he will pop up later today. I'm pretty excited about this one. But I'm going Talladega Nights.
All right.
That's a good one.
I like when he's
NASCAR.
I like when he's like, I'm changing my name. You know, I'm the Magic Man. Now you see me. No, you don't. He's like, that's the stupidest name I ever heard. You just jealous? You didn't think of it first. He's like, all right, that's the best name I've ever heard.
Okay.
I love how they go to like the Applebee's or whatever. It's like the fancy dinner we're gonna go up to Applebee's is a family. And he's sitting there and you see the dad, who I love that actor. He's he's on Office Space too. Oh, Office Space. And he's like getting itchy sitting there and stuff like that. He's like, I don't think I ordered this or whatever. Just he has to start a fight. He gets thrown out of Applebee's.
You're not first. You're last.
All right.
What do you mean? There's second. There's third. Hell, sometimes there can even be more.
Oh, I love this topic.
I like how when he tries to find Ricky again. He's like at some motel and he's ordering a bunch of pizzas and he's like, "You're not my dad. I'm your daddy, Bobby." Ricky. I was like, that'd be a little weird.
Yeah. All right, Joe, go for your number 2.
Number 2.
Hangover.
It's on my list. Yeah, that's a good one.
Who's judging?
John is judging.
Okay, Hangover. Okay.
You're used to Joe being the judge.
All right. Tell us about Hangover.
I should be the judge. This is awkward.
What do you like about it? What's hilarious? Who's in it? What do they do?
Who's in it? You want to be Bradley Cooper, Zach Galifianakis,
my favorite.
Ed Helms. Is that one of the?
Yeah, Ed Helms. He's one of the 3 main guys. He's from The Office.
Yeah, Stu. And then I don't know any of the other people. Ken Jeong. He's
thank you. I was just wondering if I loved him in that movie.
Yeah, I don't know. I remember when I first went to go watch it. It was funny because I didn't expect it to be funny. I was at a trip with my family, and they were just like, brought a friend of mine, and they were like, "Here, some money, get the freak out of the hotel." I was like, "All right." So me and her, we went out. We were just walking around town, and there was a movie theater, and I was like, "Hey, Hangover's out. Let's go watch it." I thought it was going to be stupid. Like, I legit thought it was going to be dumb. I was like, oh, this is I think Superbad came out before it.
Oh, yeah. I like Superbad too, though.
Right? I think it came out before, and I thought it was going to be like a wannabe Superbad or whatever. Yeah. And I ended up just being like, this is the best thing I've ever seen in my life at the time.
Yeah. Superbad
it's just super funny. We've got a group of friends that go to Vegas for a bachelor party, and you find out a lot of things that, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. So a lot of funny moments.
It's all right.
I think it's a really great film.
It's all right.
And I think it's still funny how still big it is for people that are going to Vegas.
It's and it's funny because it's one of those things like it airs on TBS or something like that, and it's just like, yeah, I'll watch this. That 1 and 2 are really good. 3's meh, but 1 and 2 is really good. I like 2.
You can only do the same party so many times.
Yeah, even in number 2, you're kind of like, really? I mean,
you guys didn't learn? Okay.
Maybe just don't have the wolf pack. That's a good one.
Learned a valuable lesson too that what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas except herpes.
Except herpes. Nice.
All right. So we're going to
what's your number 2?
My number 2, and it almost got my number 1, is Tropic Thunder.
Oh, that is a good one too.
That is super good.
On mine, but
so here we go. We got Robert Downey Jr. We've got Jack Black. We've got Ben Stiller. We have a huge supporting cast. We got Tom Cruise. We've got Matthew McConaughey. It's a hilarious movie. These guys are filming a movie out about Vietnam, and Ben Stiller's kind of a wash-up, and then you got Robert Downey Jr. playing a character who's like such an amazing actor. He's above action films. Hey, we just did the action movie one. Above action films, and what happens is the director is getting advice to like make it real, you know, so he ends up actually putting them in danger, and in the process they're actually trying to survive. Ben Stiller gets kidnapped and they have to rescue Ben Stiller, and it's hilarious. One of my favorite things about the movie that's just crazy is how good, for no reason, Robert Downey Jr. is in acting in this movie.
Yeah.
You forget it's Robert Downey Jr. like 14 times when you're watching this movie. And you're like, oh, that's right, that's Iron Man. Like, I keep forgetting.
Yeah.
He's super good at this movie. Yeah,
Who's
a little
your favorite-
controversial, but
Who's your
super
favorite character
cool.
in the movie?
It's gotta be Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
Really?
I would say
Oh, he's
so.
hilarious.
I like
Yeah.
Jack Black.
Jack
He was
Black's cool,
he's
too.
my second for sure.
Yeah.
When he's like roped up to the tree,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
trying to like convince them.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
Brilliant movie.
All right, let's do the judging.
All right.
Yeah.
I really like all three of those. So this is the tricky part, how we narrow it down.
Turn the judge timer.
Judge. Oh yeah,
It's green.
That one. Green.
I remember my first time being the judge.
Do you? Gosh, Joe was a lot better judge than I was. Gotta ask you guys a good question. I shouldn't think about this.
You
Don't be afraid to speak up either.
Oh,
You
okay,
don't,
sorry. I'm over here mumbling to myself. How do I scratch one like that?
You don't need questions. You got think who we still
You've
say
seen them all,
today.
Yeah, I've
We
seen
still-
them all.
We still say today, but baby Jesus. Like, come on, we really still
So
say
if I throw a
baby
knife
Jesus
in the middle of the
because
room
that.
between these guys. Okay.
Oh, not
When you-
again.
no,
You
I
bring
know.
back cake
When you go to
match.
Vegas, you don't go to Vegas and you're like, oh, you know, I wish I was like Ricky Bobby in NASCAR. You're going with your boys. You're gonna try to get a wolf pack, and you're gonna
Yeah.
get freaked up.
I do wish I was Ricky Bobby because that means I'm rich and I go to Vegas with my boys and do every single thing I can do.
One of my favorite parts is who's the pretty boy? I don't know. I don't remember his name.
Oh,
Bradley Cooper?
Bradley Cooper.
Bradley Cooper, yeah.
When he's getting out of school and he's Mr. Cooper or whatever, you know. The students asking him a question. And he's like, you know, school's out. I don't know you.
Who are you? Get away from me.
He's just so ready to get, you know, pull some chicks and stuff.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna pass on Talladega Nights.
Whoa!
Right between Hangover and Tropic
What
Thunder. I'll give you guys each a minute to
Really, Tropic Thunder, huh?
Wow.
I
Have you
didn't
not
find-
seen Tropic
I
Thunder?
have
It's
seen Tropic
hilarious.
Thunder. I
So-
don't know if it's one of my favorites.
I remember when I saw that movie. So first off, it opens up with trailers for each one of the characters in the movie.
Yeah, that's
Except
a major
for the
investment
nerdy
right
one, it's
there.
his first movie, yeah.
Sure.
So it's one thing I love about this movie is not only is it straight up to me the funniest movie ever. I honestly I think it's just raw humor is the best. But I love how deep each of the characters are. It's actually a good story. It has really good acting in it. Even for Ben Stiller, you see him and you're like, you actually feel bad for him because he's like a wash up and he's and so he's barely making it and stuff like that.
And who's his producer? His
Matthew
agent?
McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey.
Who's just like
hilarious.
And he's my favorite kind of producer where he's just like, you can tell there's one big character, or one big supporting actor is Ben Stiller, and so he's just like, everything's about you, you know, and it's just really
I
good.
forgot that Tom Cruise is in that movie too.
So Tom Cruise, Bill Hader's assistant. It's funny that you mentioned that Tom Cruise had gone through a big slump due to his personal life right before this movie, and people were kind of like just kind of shunning him.
Yeah.
This movie actually kind of had him bounce back because it showed that he could kind of still joke around about himself.
Yeah.
And after that, we started getting Mission Impossibles back and stuff like that. It was a bit of a bounce back for his career. And then it's the best version of Jack Black where he's the side character, and he's going through a drug problem, and I love when they're doing the breakout and they come across and he sees like this mound of cocaine.
Yeah, he just dives head first into it. And then he's freaking out, just running around with guns.
And then he just hulks out. And he basically just hulks out. And then they're like going across the bridge and like the adopted son of Ben Stiller's like gnawing at him and he throws him over the thing. That's just great.
Yeah.
And then during this whole thing, the one that's kind of kept him going, although he's been doing it in his persona the whole time, is Robert Downey Jr. But then after talking to Ben Stiller once they're saving him, he's having his own crisis. So they're like saving, he's like, who am I? You know, and so
He's falling back into his other characters.
so the kid from How to Train Your Dragon or whatever, How to Train Your Dragon, he's like the least
only-
professional
yeah.
or whatever, the least popular of all of them, and he's the only one that's like, what the hell, guys? You guys are all insecure babies. Let's get out of here.
He's the only one that's still sane in his
Yeah, it's a super good story.
All right, Joe, you got 1 minute. Tell me.
1 minute. I mean,
Hangover.
Hangover. It's basically.
What's your funniest scene from it?
There's a lot of funny scenes. I can't think
Right.
of my funniest scene.
Maybe
It's
the
a
classics.
bromance, right? It's basically a little bromance, and it's like it's
Fair.
a true story. It can be a true story. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
It's what I meant to say. It can be a true story. You know, you kind of learn that no matter what happens, their goal of the movie is to rescue Doug, find their friends. So they go out, they get drunk, and they wake up because they had a hell of a night, and they're missing one of their friends, and they don't know where he's at. So basically, they got to retrace their steps on finding Doug, and he's the one getting married. It was his bachelor party. And now, you find out they got to retrace their steps, which goes throughout the whole movie, and it's just a whole crazy bunch of events of things that could only happen in Vegas.
Yeah.
And,
if you're going to go drinking with one of them, which of those guys would you rather go drinking with?
Oh, God, that's a good question. Well, that's what I was getting to with my story is the whole crazy event. You kind of find out, like I said, the bromance is, you always got your boys back. You know what I mean? You find out, there's a lot that they wouldn't do. There's a lot of things they had to do. They get tased by the police. They go through a bunch of things, retracing these steps, but doing things that I'm sure they wouldn't want to do. Yeah. So I think it was just, I think it's a lot funnier than Tropic Thunder, and I think it's also a better. You can get more lessons out of it.
I think storyline is better in Tropic Thunder. Movie's better in Tropic Thunder. Comedy, I could say tied, but
I think there's more like not slapstick, but more vulgar, abrupt comedy in Hangover.
I like in Hangover when they're at when he finds out he has he was in the hospital, and then Alan's like, "Are you okay?" When we're at breakfast, right? There's just a lot of just little things like that just
Zach
make
Galifianakis carries that.
Oh,
without him, that would.
And it's funny because if I'm not mistaken, so before that, his big famous role was he's on Reno 911. He was one of the people they kept trying to arrest.
Yeah.
And he was like a hillbilly that had his trailer park and had he had an anti-aircraft gun in his front yard. His whole thing is great.
Oh, then you got the whole scene
but before then, he wasn't really known.
When they're playing at Mike Tyson's, and
that
was a great scene. And just,
I like when he's going down to do the Rain Man thing, and it's like, no, not him. He's the best. He's bad.
When they got to win their money, and, it was a great film. And then when you get I forget his name. I just said it. Ken.
Oh, Zach Galifianakis?
Oh, I keep thinking from Community. I'm trying to remember what his real name is.
Yeah, I don't know, but when he first gets introduced to the movie, that's just a whole nother character you get into. I don't know. I think
they lean into him in the sequel a lot.
I think it's all around.
All right, Joe, you won me. I'm gonna go with Hangover for number 2. That was that's a hilarious movie. I mean, it's hard though. Tropic Thunder is right there behind it, but I like.
Good to know.
I hang on more. All right,
so does that mean I should just pick Tropic Thunder now? Or?
Right. Oh, I'm sure there's a lot of other good movies to compete with it. So, what do you guys got for number 3?
I'll go first. I'm going to go Tropic Thunder again. Don't need to do the full minute. I'll just go real quick. Good ensemble cast. They play off each other really well. You see their relationships develop between each character and each other. It's hilarious. It might be a little bit of a smarter comedy in a lot of ways because it does a lot of things that are sarcastic or things like that maybe not be caught right away. So something like Hangover is just slapstick comedy. When Tropic Thunder might have a little bit deep. It has both, but it's really good. It's not vulgar for vulgar's sake, which you see nowadays in a lot of comedy. They just go for that Super Trooper stuff. Yeah, the newer Super Trooper. It's still really good. Yeah.
All right. Squeeze, what's your number 3?
Okay, so I got a feeling you'll pick Tropic Thunder, but I'm going to throw this out here. I'm a little nervous doing another Will Ferrell one because since you didn't pick the last one, I got a feeling you're not going to ever pick any of them.
As long as it's not Semi-Pro.
Step Bros is number 1, by the way.
Oh, Semi-Pro is great.
That's my favorite.
Going to Anchorman.
See, that's one of my favorite movies.
It is freaking hilarious. Like I'm watching some of the clips right now, and oh my god, okay, so besides just like a whole cast, kind of like Tropic Thunder 2, Paul Rudd and Steve Carell, and then I always forget the guy that's bald with hair, the cowboy guy. Yeah, I know. But just like scenes where Paul Rudd puts the cologne on and everyone leaves the building and then they wash them. When Will Ferrell, like stupid little stuff too, when Will Ferrell has a boner when he's talking to the girl.
Like, it's optical illusion. The pleats. I'm bringing them back to the pants store right now.
Another thing I super like too is the fight scene between all the news anchors because it's like one celebrity comes in with
super
like a girl or whatever.
Vince Vaughn.
That's who I was thinking, Vince Vaughn. But Ben Stiller comes in with the Mexican news channel the way he acts. Ben Stiller is really good, man. I don't know. I just don't feel like we give him enough credit like here and there.
Ben Stiller's great. I love Ben.
Yeah. Meet the Parents is on my
we don't talk to him about a lot. Fun. Well, he'll come up later too for me. But I mean, definitely way better than the first one, but so talking old ones. Right. Paul Rudd talks about when he names his nuts. I forgot the names, but I just think it's funny. Steve Carell.
Steve Carell.
Random stupid talking.
I love Lamp. I love Lamp.
Do you really love Lamp, or are you just pointing out things in the room? No, I love Lamp.
He like gets emotional. I love Lamp.
It's a dumb comedy where even where like what they call the girl like when they came on broadcasting Tits McGee or something like that. Yeah, Tits McGee is like, hold on, Tits McGee's on vacation, but you know I'm here. But you see Will Ferrell just kind of laughing on the side. Yeah, I'm Anchorman.
Right,
Stay classy.
We're gonna
go with
Scotch.
Gonna go with Zoolander on mine.
Zoolander.
Oh man, that's on my list too.
Not even in my honorable mentions.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dang, really?
Well, you know, I'm not even gonna bother this one because it sounds like you're already picked.
Really? What?
He's
know,
like,
the
I'm
car
not even
scene.
gonna lie.
I mean, that's why we still listen to that song.
Jitterbug.
Yeah, that's right.
Jitterbug.
Yeah.
Not landing.
Never
on
seen
my-
it?
I watched like the first 45 minutes. I was like, God, I can't get that back. I might as well just stop right now.
Dang.
All right, well then I'm
That's
dropping out.
crazy.
You guys go ahead.
I'm actually
Not even gonna
shocked.
bother.
Try to pitch it to him.
Yeah, maybe.
Have you seen
make
it?
me want to see it.
Here, you
I've
got a
seen
minute.
part-
There's a
I've
minute
seen
timer. Go.
half
Yeah.
of it.
Pitch it.
I mean, it's about Ben Stiller and Owen Wilson's in there.
Yeah.
Will Ferrell's in there.
I like
And then
Owen.
there's other people. But Ben Stiller is like some washed up. Well, does he kind of?
He's at the, I think it's at his peak. I think he's still big, right? Oh no,
Yeah,
he's kind of
yeah.
washed up because Owen Wilson's coming in.
Yeah. So Owen Wilson ends up being, so he's a runway model, and Owen Wilson comes in. He's that hands on's so hot right now.
I love how he can't make like left turn just like that because he's bad side.
But yeah, he's this washed up
that's
runway model because Owen Wilson's coming in. And he's like the new hot guy, and he's kind of like, what's going on? And so he ends up getting brainwashed to basically kill the Prime Minister of Malaysia.
It's so hard to pitch these comedy movies.
Yeah, I don't know how to pitch it. It's
So
yeah. But yeah, I don't know. It's a really great
Which
show.
Will Ferrell
It's
is
amazing.
in. Yeah.
You should definitely watch it.
All right.
Yeah, that was about a minute. That was pretty good.
Yeah. Not
Well,
bad.
you know how I do.
All right, any questions you got for us, John?
It's easy when you know.
I'm gonna be
you're
in charge of your
not
timer
gonna
since
know.
Yeah, be the timer guy.
Yeah.
I'm over here trying to think. Going, how do I narrow it down between the two good ones?
Just knock mine off
Yeah.
because you know you
So,
want to.
I like both Anchorman and Tropic Thunder. Frank already fought a lot for Tropic Thunder, and I really do like it. So, Squeaks, I'm going to give you another minute to talk about Anchorman.
All right, Steve Carell.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Okay. After the fight scene, they're talking about the fight scenes, and he's like, yeah, whatever. He's like, I stabbed somebody in the heart.
Yeah, Brett, I think you killed the man. You might want to lay low for
Yeah.
a while.
But even like the crazy, like the big scenes in it, they got just a stupid little humor. Like just when it was like, I think it's the opening scene where he's like scotch. Even when
and Jack
where he throws
Jack Black on the motorcycle. Remember,
it
he
is
throws
Jack Black,
throws
right?
the burrito out the window and hits
that
him.
right now because I'm literally mentioning that right now. Is it Jack Black? It looks like him.
It's like, what the heck, bro? Did you just throw a burrito at me?
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, I'm sorry, friend. I
And
didn't
he kicks that
see.
clearly stuffed dog off
Yeah.
the side of the bridge.
Yeah, this is what's happening. And picks up the dog and punts him off the bridge.
Yeah, I mean, I don't.
That's hilarious.
It's just little stuff and then the big scenes too.
And that was actually in when I was making the list. That was in my top 5. So I think I'm going to go ahead and go with Anchorman as number 2 or number 3. So.
One more thing on Anchorman. Probably the most quotable of all the movies we've named so far.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
remember we went camping as a family, as a big extended family, it was like 80 people, whatever, camping?
Yeah.
And the entire time we were just saying Anchorman quotes. I think that's how we communicated.
Yeah, we did during volleyball too.
Yeah.
We say like the San Diego thing all the time.
Yeah.
Or Stay Classy or
I
whatever.
just got a Stay Classy America shirt. Because that's the...
Oh, I wear that to work actually.
Yeah.
Those are cheap shirts over there.
Yeah.
All right, so Joe, we're going to start with you this time. What is your number 4?
Oh, you want to start with me?
I want to start with you.
Dodgeball.
Dodgeball.
I love dodgeball.
Yeah, same.
What are
You
the
got
4Ds? Is it 4Ds or 5Ds?
dive, duck, dip, dive and dodge.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is dodge
Dodge,
twice.
dip,
Yeah, he
dive,
does
dodge.
dodge twice.
All right,
Whatever.
all right.
But yeah, it's basically about this. We have
Ben
Vince
Stiller.
Vaughn, Vince
Vaughn,
Stiller. I know Jason Bateman's in there for a little bit.
Yeah. Is he?
Yeah, he's one of the announcers at the end. He's like, "Bold move, Cotton."
Yeah.
This is the guy that you like so much. That's Bill from.
Justin Long's in there.
Yeah. And it's got wow, I can't remember his name. He's like one of my favorite character actors.
Yeah.
Oh, Ellen
but he's
Tudyk.
Bill from King of the Hill,
Ellen
Yeah.
and he's from News Radio. That's where he got
Yeah.
big.
Yeah.
Oh man, Stephen Root.
that it?
That's it.
All right. Yeah. He's hilarious too.
He's from Office Space as well.
So
Which I'm realizing should have been in my top 5.
That was a good. It was a good movie, but it was kind of like it's not laugh out loud comedy. It's kind of a slower.
Yeah, it's a
simmering comedy. I don't know what you call it. Situational comedy, but
that's a good one.
Yeah, Vince Vaughn owns, he owns a gym, and he's got some loyal friends / customers that come in. And, doesn't make them, if they're missing their payment or whatever, it doesn't really make them pay. So it obviously isn't the best business model, and he's not doing too well. And you get this new Globo gym. Ben Stiller comes in, and he's just like this macho
oh,
guy.
Man, I forgot about that. I did.
I remember he has a picture in his gym or in his office of him
wrestling. He's like, it's a metaphor. It's like how I handle life platform.
Then he goes crazy over eating pizza, right?
Yeah, because he's just like,
trying to hide it.
He shocks his testicles anytime he like tries to touch a donut or a pizza or something like that. Yeah, and then
so he's running out of. They're going out of business. The average Joe's boys, they're going out of business because of Globo Gym and the fact that he's not doing a great business model. And he's
you got about 10 seconds.
He's they end up doing to win money to save the businesses to enter a dodgeball tournament.
Nice.
$50,000.
Cute, hilarious movie.
I like it. All right, Squeaks, what you got for number 4?
There's 2 of them on there that I recommended, and now I'm gonna start fading away. Not have strong ones, but I just laugh stupid. Frank knows I love this movie. I've seen it so many times. But
It's sad how many times
I'm going with Bruno.
Oh my god.
That is so... Okay, if you have children, don't let them watch Bruno.
Oh my god.
Or if you have parents, or if you have brothers or sisters, or have a heartbeat.
Or sensitive stomach.
The best part was... I was legit with Squeaks when he...
Ordered
it again. He ordered it again. Like
Just got done.
And then I bought it when Blockbuster or something was going out of business.
I visited Squeaks the day it came out on pay-per-view.
Right.
He had rented it like 4 or 5 times over and over again.
God.
It was
Now
questionable.
let's keep in mind, this isn't like the funniest movie, but let's point out for the people that have not seen this, there is multiple minutes throughout the movie of just
full frontal nudity.
full on, full screen, just helicopter and penis.
Great plot.
Great story. A lot of hard points in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just so you guys know, Squeaks is married to a woman. But that's all a facade, we know.
No, he's married to me.
Yeah. Man, I really don't know what to say about
20
this movie.
seconds. Can you even
what was
name
funny
what is
about
the
it?
point of it? What was
I think he was trying to be straight because things were being weird, so he tried to hang out with rednecks and a wrestling match, and then it didn't work out, and he's gay.
Is that the end? Where
You literally did sum it up in about 7 seconds.
I forgot the ending of that is the best. He trolls Alabama so hard.
So Tropic Thunder, because Tiana Rules, I can't defend it anymore. That's gone.
Did you do that twice? Oh, yeah, you did it
I
twice.
did it twice.
It's a good movie, too. But
I know, it definitely deserves to be in top 5, but
I forgot about that wrestling thing.
that's hard because the rest of my movies have been called. But except for Pineapple Express.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, man.
All right.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Pineapple Express, start my minute. Super great movie. We've got James Franco, and we have
Seth
Rogen. Seth Rogen.
That's it, yeah.
James Franco's a drug dealer. Seth Rogen's a customer. Shit goes down to
He
where...
plays himself.
What's his job? I can't remember. It's a really cool process server.
He's a process server, yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
so Rogen sees a murder happen. He goes back to James Franco, finds out that because of some evidence, they could trace it back to the both of them. Then they're on the run from the guy from Office Space. Boss from Office Space. And so they're on the run and stuff like that, trying to avoid... And they get between like the Triad and this gang, or this small-time gangs war, and they're in between it and stuff like that. And they're just... It's their hilarious romp through saving each other. It's hilarious. It's just really fun.
Nice.
Yeah. I didn't describe that very well, but I'm going to call it there.
Okay, I remember it, so audience doesn't have to know.
Well, I'll describe it more later on when we debate it out.
Alright, so then we switch over to that one, right? 5-minute time.
5 minute time, here we go.
5 minutes to
Do you need
talk
5
and debate.
Bruno's obviously the one that needs to be picked.
It is hilarious. One of my favorite.
Oh, it was a great film. I remember watching it and I was
my
like,
favorite gay porns.
We saw it in theater.
oh, did you see that?
Yeah.
How many people walked down?
I was gonna say
They actually carded you when you walked into the actual theater too, because like you go in and you have to be over 18 or 17 to buy the ticket, but then like before you even got to the screen, you had to get carded again.
I think you should have been like 21.
Yeah, you had to be like no.
Luckily now theaters have like their liquor licenses now, so you can drink away that.
Yeah. All right, John, ask some questions, man.
What was your favorite scene in Pineapple Express?
Oh yeah, I got one for right now.
So many great scenes in Pineapple Express. One of my favorites, and I think it was mostly ad-libbed, was at the end. So they have like, it's one of James Franco's friends that they go to visit, and he's actually getting pressured to like turn them in. Mm-hmm. So he's trying to like play it real cool and like call casually, you know. Yeah. And they get a fight, stuff like that. But then he comes back and saves them. He keeps getting shot and not killed. But I love at the end where we're sitting at a Denny's and they're talking about their day. It's the final scene and stuff like that. Like one of those missing their ears. Seth Rogen's like missing most of his ears. The guy from Eastbound and Down, I can't remember his name, but he's sitting there full of bullet holes, and he's just like, "Yeah, man. I mean, that's a pretty crazy day." And stuff like that. Like Seth Rogen's talking about how he wants to be a talk radio, which is basically what podcasting is now. So he'd have his own podcast, and they're just like comparing notes and just like, "Oh, we're like best friends, right? We should get like a 3-way best friend network." One of them is like 15 bullet holes, and just like, "Yeah, man, that's a great idea."
You're not gonna die.
And then he's like, "I think we should go to the hospital." Like. Yeah, it's whatever. Sure thing, I guess. But it's just like, that's one of my favorite scenes. I think it's mostly ad-libbed and it's at the end. It's when they're in the diner just comparing notes. Like, it just seems like something like us that we would do, you know, just sit there and talk about nonsense.
Yeah, I'm down for
one of them bleeding out.
All right, Joe, what is your favorite scene from Dodgeball?
Oh, God.
The funniest.
I think it's hard to pick a favorite scene. There's just a lot of great scenes. But the one that just coming to my head right now that I can think of is the one with when what's his face? Why am I bad with names?
I don't know, because
Wedding Crashers guy.
Vince Vaughn.
Vince Vaughn, thank you.
Vince Vaughn,
when he's Vince Vaughn, I think it was Vince Vaughn. When he's like quitting the tournament, so he goes to the airport, and he's kind of just getting a drink. He's probably gonna head home. He's in Vegas, and some guy comes up and he's like, "Aren't you Peter LaFleur? That's his name. I think that's his name, Peter LaFleur or whatever."
Yeah,
and he's like, Lance Armstrong or whatever, and Lance is just like, he's like, aren't you supposed to be at the tournament right now playing to win or whatever? And he's like, oh yeah, but I'm just gonna quit and give up. Lance Armstrong goes into this wall and he's like, yeah, I thought about quitting when I was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, or and just starts naming off all the problems Lance Armstrong's had, and then he's just like, but I did it, and he's just like, yeah,
that's nothing compared to
nothing compared to mine or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. That part's always made me laugh. But there's a lot of just funny scenes and a lot of just great, just little like quotes. I guess.
I like their training when I can't remember the name. The guy, their coach or whatever, is
if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Yeah.
So he's like throwing wrenches at him, patches up land.
Yeah.
Another great part is throughout the whole movie, there's a character. If you haven't seen the movie, there's a character named Steve the Pirate.
Yeah,
Steve the Pirate, and there's one guy on part of the dodgeball team that's always just like, who's Steve the Pirate? Who's Steve the Pirate? But he's like on their team. Yeah. So towards the end of the movie, Steve the Pirate, he's kind of like been made fun of when he was in Vegas and stuff because he's dressing like a pirate, and they're like, you're not a real pirate. So he's walking out, he comes back into the locker room at the end. He's like, hey guys, I'm not going to be playing with you, but I'll be rooting for you. And he's just dressed like a normal person, like you and I, talking normal, no more accent. And then the guy that never knew who Steve the Pirate was like, hey look, Steve the Pirate. That part always makes me laugh because the guy who's been trying to tell him about Steve the Pirate on the team is just like, what? So I don't know, a lot of great little things like that.
I love Steve the Pirate because he's always just like "arr." They agree with something. It's like yeah, arr. It's good stuff.
It's a great movie. I love that movie. I'm gonna have to watch that soon. Yes. And the Average Joes. I mean, come on now.
Who?
Average Joe's the name of his gym.
Oh yeah.
If they name Joe's rooting for.
All right. So I'm gonna make this easy and just cut Bruno off the list.
You didn't even ask me what my favorite scene was.
Ask me what his favorite scene is.
You'd have had a chance if I didn't.
You got
see
10
the
seconds.
movie.
It's done.
Quick, I know what your favorite scene is.
Yeah,
10 seconds.
The military scene, that's it. Go.
You know what?
If you, I was trying to military scene. He joins the military and he goes to boot camp. and he dresses up in his outfit, but it's like with the scarf and the sideways and the TI guys.
Isn't it like a super tight, slim fit too, or something like that?
Yeah, it's a little tighter.
It's like probably like a crop top or something.
And then they're like, "Why are you wearing a belt? Why does it say D&G? What's that?" And he's like, "Dolce and Gabbana," and they're like, "What the heck?"
That's probably you at boot camp, yeah.
Yeah.
You tried.
That's why I got confused.
You know what? We need to check the timing because I bet that is pretty close.
Yeah. So I still think I forgot about the whole
Actually, let me check. What year did he come in?
fighting of that. The wrestling scene at the end. That was great.
The wrestling scene, yeah.
Yeah, that's probably the best scene.
2009, I joined 2 years after that.
So we know what motivated you,
Yeah,
Bruno,
yeah. Dang.
to protect your country.
So between Dodgeball and Pineapple Express, I think I'm gonna go with Pineapple Express.
Yeah,
That was just a good
Horrible pick.
Yeah, it's not as good of a family movie. I think Dodgeball is a better, well-rounded family movie and story and everything. But I think Pineapple Express is just funnier, more just like upright, good comedy.
So this is the first time it's happened, and I've been excited to see if this ever happened.
What's that?
I am knocked out from the next round.
How's that?
All 4 of mine plus the honor roll.
Oh, that's okay. You can pick others.
No, it has to be in part of my top 5.
Huh?
Yeah, it would have to be part of my top 5 that we first bring in.
Or put them in your.
Yeah, but we didn't bring
You
in
have to
for
have
top
something.
5. We didn't really talk about that, no?
Yeah, we named our top 5, didn't we?
No,
No.
we did not.
Oh, we normally do. Oh, I kind of
Yeah,
lied.
yeah.
I'm not going to lie, though. I've been waiting for this to happen to see what we do. So
what
I'm
is it?
out of the next one. So
You don't
now
like
it's
Bruno?
it's you
Jerry
two,
Springer?
and let's do the 2 minutes instead of the 1
Jay
minute.
Springer.
Alright.
Because they have extra time now.
So we just narrow it down to you guys. So,
Yeah, so it's just you
we'll
two.
start with Squeaks. What would you like to compete for? as your
Alright,
number
so
5?
I know you're not going to pick Bruno because
Yeah.
there's plenty to talk about Bruno.
Thank
I'm
you.
going with Bruno.
But this last one, I'm going to say Superbad.
Superbad is
Good
good.
choice.
Yeah. If I had to pick a favorite scene, I like, we would call him McLovin. I don't know his real name.
Yeah. McLovin.
But when he gets in the cop car and the cops are just totally acting different and they go doing wheelies and shoot guns and the car exploded, that was pretty funny. But it's not crazy funny. But if I had to pick, I was looking at all my other ones, and I like Bruno. Or not Bruno. I do like Bruno. Superbad. I'll pick that as Superbad.
Yeah.
I could get behind Superman.
Yeah.
I do like it. There's just so many good comedies.
I'll go
in that
with
time.
how about 40-Year-Old Virgin.
That's a good one.
That's a classic, yeah.
Dang.
Where'd
You
you
know
guys
what?
I think I like Superbad more than 40
Old
Virgin.
School.
though.
You
I
guys
like
mentioned
40-Year-Old
that?
Virgin.
I can't
I was
believe
gonna put Superbad on my list, but I figured since you're not in this one, I'm
can't
not gonna just
believe,
stick with it. So
Taft didn't have Hot Fuzz or
Hot Fuzz was
Shaun
past
of the Dead.
2000.
What?
No, I think it was on there actually.
Yeah, Hot Fuzz is 2007.
Ooh, correction. That's my number 1.
Yeah.
I thought it was like 2012.
Shaun of the Dead, I know it's a zombie movie, but it's also
Shaun of the Dead
almost
was,
listed
what year was
as
it?
comedy.
Wow. Okay, we're going to re-record this, guys, so
Yeah.
hope you had fun, but we're going to record. No, I'm just kidding.
Right.
Yeah, because I thought maybe you would have said Shaun of the Dead, but Shaun of
I
the
thought they were both
Dead,
newer.
It was 2004 actually. Yeah.
That's so
Both of those movies are probably my top 5.
Yeah.
Wow, that's funny. Okay. That's what we did. That's the wild drawing out of the hat thing. I didn't have my time to actually fully research.
Yeah.
Dang. Hot Rod. Surprised you didn't mention Hot Rod. that seems
So
like
yeah,
it's right up your
we
alley.
got Superbad and
So yeah, start going, guys.
Sorry, yeah. We're just over here
Yeah.
bumbling.
Turns
So,
out great on the
what
So
was
yeah,
yours,
40-Year-Old
Joe?
Virgin. You
40-Year-Old
know, it's about a single guy.
Uh-huh.
how old is he?
He's 40 years old.
Oh, okay.
Works at a big box store, which is basically kind of like looks like a
Best Buy?
Best Buy.
Yeah.
It's like a Best Buy. In his free time, he plays video games and collects action figures. And
Yeah, he has like a museum
Never
of
had
toys in
sex
his
and-
house.
yeah, this is starting to hit a little close to home.
It's okay, Joe. We're here for you.
So yeah, he's never had sex. 40-year-old virgin.
Hence the name.
And basically he's not really good around women, obviously, women
Yeah.
customers. So he makes friends out of his coworkers because he doesn't really have any. And he tries to break that social awkwardness around women, and they try to get him laid, basically.
I think his coworkers are the funniest part.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They're definitely good supporting cast right there.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's basically the premise of the movie, I guess.
All right, Squeaks, your turn.
All right. So besides crazy or like big scenes like the cop car one, there's like little comedy where
Trash.
anyway, like stupid stuff or stupid small stuff that's like this for example, where a guy and I agree, like one of the school guys invites Jonah Hill, obviously
Yeah,
made
Seth-
him popular, right?
Seth and
To a party.
Yeah,
I don't know,
yeah,
whatever the skinny guy is, whatever.
yeah.
But
Scott Pilgrim?
he's like, I don't want to say it
Michael
for
Cera.
like certain viewers, but he says, "Hey, bring your friend. Yeah. But he
Chubby
used
curly head
profanity.
friend.
And then when they're walking off, he's like, "Hey, he wanted me to let you know you're invited to the party," but he was standing right there. It's just a lot of dumb stuff like that.
He said, "Yeah, don't bring him. Make sure he knows he's not invited."
Is it?
Yeah.
It's flip-flop? Okay.
He said, "You're not invited. Make sure your such and such friend knows he's not invited too."
And then we got like where those two characters are talking to each other, and
Seth and Evan. That's it.
Seth and Evan. Okay.
Fogel.
And then they're like, "I'm starting to think you like this girl because you hate her so much." And he's like, "No, screw that, whatever." And then it's like, "Okay, what did you hate about her?" He's like, and he can't talk. But it's like a lot of little conversational comedy.
Yeah.
I would say so.
Yeah,
it's pretty funny. It's not big scenes. It's just interaction comedy. So you do that.
Yeah. And to note, Seth Rogen is one of the police, and Bill
Hader,
which is hilarious.
Oh, he's awesome. All right, so Jonathan, go ahead and do your judging. Boom, there's your timer.
My judging. I need to pre-write some questions. I don't have any good questions. I like these both. They're just a different style of comedy, I think. Superbad's a lot slower pace. Well, no, they're both kind of slow, but hilarious.
Which one do you think had a better story?
At least when it came out,
I think out of 40-year-old version and Superbad.
Yeah.
I could relate more to Superbad because especially it came out when I was younger. You know, it was what 2000.
Better story would be 40-year-old version though. I don't want to talk bad on mine, but
40-year-old version is great.
Yeah,
a lot of
what's Superbad? They're just trying to get alcohol for a party. But you know what? It's movies, right?
When you were 17, what were you trying to do?
Real quick,
Trying to
the
get
big
laid.
thing with Superbad,
Was a girlfriend thing too. Right?
well, them getting alcohol and the girlfriends are really side stories. The main story is they're transitioning from high school to college because he's going to a different college and he's afraid to tell him.
Yeah.
So you're really seeing these two that were basically like best friends and them having to figure out a way to grow separately.
Yeah.
And then in the end, so in the beginning they do everything together. At the end, one's going with one girl to go do something while the other one's going to go to another girl. And it's like, I'll see you later, man. Like they both kind of like see.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like them transitioning into adult friendship.
Yeah.
It's got that guy from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
You forget about
I can't
that.
remember his name.
Yeah, he's the one that hits him.
Charlie.
It's great. Yeah.
I think a good old 40-year-old virgin, you know, it's got that, you know how I know you're gay.
Fucking goat. Yeah, that's it. Okay.
A lot of good
Did
funny.
I ask you what's your favorite scene from 40-year-old virgin?
Oh God, everything from when it starts till the end.
The first
No,
one.
I don't know. I really, like I just said, I was probably where I was going with that. I like the whole part when Ant-Man and Ted Green
Ant-Man and Green Hornet.
Oh my god.
are fighting, going back and forth, they're playing games, and they're just giving each other, you know how I know you're gay, that whole scene. And I think there's two different parts of it. Like it'll come back later, and they're doing it again. And I think that's
the part that's relatable.
or when Ant-Man comes and he drops him off the big box of porn outside his house, and he's getting his neighbor. He's like, "For the last time, Andy, I don't want your gigantic box of porn." That's some shit I do to you.
I do like the relatable scene of 40-year-old virgin where he has to get rid of all his toys because he wants to be married or whatever.
Yeah, that's
Sarah tries to get rid of my stuff.
That
I'm
is
like,
heartbreaking.
I will murder you before I get rid of my toys.
selling all this stuff on
He's like dragging that chair at one point, and I'm just like, drag that to my house.
See, what we need to get for our uneducated listeners who don't know about it, they're not toys, they're collectibles.
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
Exactly.
Like, for instance, my birthday was 2 days ago, and I got a lot of collectibles.
Funko Pops.
Yeah.
So yeah, my girlfriend makes fun.
But your bed's better though.
These are toys. Where are you going to put them? Don't worry about it.
Where am I going to put you? That's
Yeah, those are both hilarious movies, but I think I'm gonna go with 40-year-old virgin.
Yeah. I do
It's
like that movie.
You're gay for saying that.
yeah, thank you. I tried.
What I'm surprised you didn't mention about 40-Year-Old Virgin is the scene where he's getting wax.
Oh yeah,
that's a good scene.
It's the most famous scene from that movie.
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, true.
And that's
Yeah,
actually
I don't want to say that was my favorite scene, though.
Yeah.
that actually happened too.
Yeah.
Those were all ad lib lines that he said.
Yeah.
The
Kelly Clarkson!
Kelly Clarkson's the best one.
What too? When I was looking at top comedy movies, one of the first videos was his face for that video. Was him getting waxed.
Yeah, it's a very famous scene from the movie.
That's just hilarious.
Yeah. All right, so our top 5 going from 5 to 1 is
5 was 40-Year-Old Virgin. Number 4 was The Pineapple Express. 3 was Anchorman. 2 was The Hangover, and number 1 was Step Brothers.
Any honorable mentions you guys want to get out there?
I had Beer Fest and Grandma's Boy were on my
Beer
my
Fest.
list.
Oh man, Beer Fest. Man, I forgot
like
about that
Beer
movie.
Fest.
Yeah, I like that one too.
Yeah.
Dang.
I watched that not too long ago. It was on Netflix, and I was just like,
It's another one of those movies that anytime it's on, I'll watch it.
And going back to Will Ferrell, nobody mentioned Old School. I'm surprised.
Old School, so yeah. My honorable mentions is in Semi-Pro. I love Semi-Pro.
Oh, what's the basketball one?
Semi-Pro.
Yeah.
I love that one.
That one.
If you haven't seen it yet, you gotta. If you kind of brush it off because it didn't get very good reviews, watch it. I think today it ages better than any of his other ones. I really do. We have Wedding Crashers, Old School. School of Rock was good. Remember School of Rock?
Yeah.
Meet the Parents.
Yeah, comedy.
Yeah. Office Space, Super Troopers, and then I forgot. I thought they were newer, but Hot Fuzz and Shaun of the Dead,
yeah.
which
Shaun of the Dead's hard to put in comedy, but it is.
You know what? I was even
after I sat and thought about it, I thought maybe they're actually not top 5 comedy specifically good movies.
Not top 5 for their comedy.
Yeah.
You know what? Even I was even thinking of putting in mind was Elf, but I was like, man, that's not gonna win against all these ones.
You know,
Literally,
this is my Waterworld. Never seen Elf.
You gotta see it.
Wow. Oh
we
my
just watched
gosh.
it.
So obviously
every year class.
So you don't like Christmas?
No,
you don't like Christmas?
Hold on, Jonathan knows. I have a stack of Christmas movies. I watch them in a particular order every year.
Same.
When I'm wrapping gifts, it's
Same.
this one. When I went shopping, it's Jingle All the Way. I have like a certain ones that I watch.
Yeah.
I've never seen Elf. It's crazy.
Wow.
You have to start your list one day early and add Elf.
Yeah,
I know.
Elf
I
is
will.
great.
I'll watch Elf. You're watching Waterworld.
Tonight.
Okay.
I'll watch it tonight. Christmas in July.
When is Waterworld on anything? Netflix?
It's on Blu-ray and DVD.
There you
Go buy them.
It's on my hard drive.
It is. Anything else we want to get out there? We could use those iTunes reviews.
Yeah, for sure.
Let us know how you guys like the live pool ones. They're a lot harder for us to do, but it's fun to kind of mix it up here and
We
there.
sounded
I think it's
unprofessional
funner
before.
because it's more.
Yeah, it's unique and stuff.
Yeah, it's just I don't know.
And I think that's about it. Thank you guys for listening, and we'll see you next time. Squeaks! Thanks for listening to the Top 5. You can find us all over social media. We're on Facebook at the Top 5 Podcast, on Twitter at the Top 5 Cast. We've got a website, thetop5podcast.com. We've got Patreon and Redbubble. We'll have those in the description. If you have any suggestions, hit us up on one of the social medias. Please give us a good rating on iTunes. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. See you later.